guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm going to be doing an Ulta haul, pretty big Ulta haul, but I wanted to ask you guys, what do you prefer? Do you prefer when I make hauls where there are like 5 or 6 products so I can talk a little bit more about each one, or do you just prefer I throw everything in one video and, you know, make like a bigger haul? Because I don't want these videos to be like, you know, 25-30 minutes long and then it's kind of like, okay, next, like I'm over this video, you know what I'm saying? So let me know what you personally prefer. Anyways, with that being said, this is how everything looks. I got the Big Daddy box. I think this is the biggest box I probably ever got from Ulta. I don't know, but I have to tell you guys something so funny. Okay, so I'll put the timestamp right over here for when I actually begin the haul, but you guys are gonna laugh your asses off right now. It's very cute. So the other day I was talking to one of my sister's friends. We were just like sitting and talking, me, my sister, and her friend. And she was talking to me for like a few minutes. She was like, you know, you would be really good on YouTube. Like I could see you having a YouTube channel. She doesn't know that I have a YouTube channel. And then I was like, I already have a YouTube channel. She's like, what? Oh my God, Vanessa, I'm gonna kill you. And I was like, okay, calm down. And so she started browsing through some of my videos, and you guys know how like I put on my thumbnails, like let's say I'm doing an Ulta haul, so I'll write Ulta haul on the thumbnail, but most of the time the lettering that I use is in script. So she's browsing through it and she's like, hey, what's an Ultra Howl? And I was like, Ultra Howl? I don't remember putting up a video like that. And then my sister was like, Ulta haul? And she's like, oh yeah, oh my God, yeah, Ulta haul. And I was like, she's just so funny. And then the funniest part was when she's like, she was quiet for like a minute and then she was like, what's an Ulta haul? She's just so funny. She kind of reminds me of me like a few years back. Like that's what I would have said, because I would not know what Ulta is if I wouldn't be really into makeup, you know? So I had to mention that story to you guys because I thought it was so freaking cute. So I will make sure to leave everything linked in the description box if you guys want to pick up anything for yourself. And now let's get started with my Ultra Howl. So the first 2 things that I went ahead and picked up were makeup removing wipes. So the first one that I have is the e.l.f. Makeup Removing Cleansing Cloths. You get 20 cleansing cloths in here, and I really enjoy these. I don't like them so much for my face, but I love to use them to remove swatches, and then periodically if I need to wipe something off or whatever. I will occasionally use this on my face, but it's not like my first choice, you know? So this is a repurchase for me. I was just running low. I actually don't have any more on hand. So I went ahead and purchased this. And then I went ahead and purchased these IT Cosmetics. I can't really read what it says because I've used it already, but this is their new makeup removing wipes pack. So I love the packaging. It opens up just like that, super genius, and then you just close it like that. I'm obsessed with it. In here we are getting 25 cleansing wipes, and this retails for about like $13, which is definitely much more pricier than what I'm used to spending, but I've been using this on my face for the past week or so and I really do enjoy it. I usually use 2 wipes. So, I mean, they're not the best of the best, but they're not like terrible. If you're looking to try something new and different and really nice, then I do like these, and they don't like irritate my face or eyes. So got those 2. All right, so moving on, I went ahead and picked up a few things from Physicians Formula. So the first thing is the Butter Bronzer. I already have this in the shade Bronzer, but this one is in the shade Sun-Kissed Bronzer. And I wanted to try this color out to see if it would suit my skin tone well, because the shade Bronzer is really nice on me. I just feel like it pulls a very cool toned, which is nice occasionally, but I wanted to maybe try this color out to, you know, since we are heading into the summer months, so it can kind of give me more of like a bronze sun-kissed effect. So that's how it looks, same exact packaging. And then yum, it's like so delicious when you buy a fresh one. It smells so good, but that's how it looks on the inside. Very nice and soft, just like I'm used to. And this one definitely has more of a warmness to it, but it's so nice because it's not too dark and it's not orangey either. So I'm very excited about that. Cannot wait to put this on my face. All right, the next 2 things that I picked up that were from Physicians Formula as well were their butter highlighters. So these came out, I would say, about 2 months ago or something, but told they arrived on Ulta site like was next year. But they finally did, so I went ahead and picked up 2 shades. This one right here is in the shade Iridescence. First of all, the packaging is like so cute. I love it. Kind of reminds me of like ColourPop, like this whole twist off thing. But this is how the first shade looks. Again, this is in the shade Iridescence. Let's see. Ooh, it feels nice. Whoa, this is purple. Has such a strong purple shift, but it feels so butt-like. That's how it looks once it swatches. It has a very strong purple shift to it, so I don't know how that's gonna actually look on the face, but very exciting. Cannot wait to put this on. The next shade that I picked up was this one. It's in the shade Pearl. And this one I think is basically your stark white color. So again, it has the same exact packaging, really, really cute. And then this is how the interior part looks. Yum, so delicious. They have other shades to choose from if these are not like shades that you're into, but that's how that looks right over there. I really like using these like whitish type of highlighters because I feel like it's great to mix with other highlighters that you might have, and I love wearing them on their own as well. So those are the two new Physicians Formula highlighters. Very exciting, right? Okay, so I think that's everything I picked up from Physicians Formula. Then I went ahead and picked up this Herbal Essences, a Naked Moisture Rosemary and Herbs shampoo. So I have keratin treated hair. I mentioned that a few times in my video, so I don't necessarily use these shampoos for my hair. I mean, I'm not trying to be like full of myself, like I'm not too good to use, you know, drugstore shampoos for myself. I just can't, because then the keratin treatment is going to come out of my hair. So I still love to purchase the drugstore shampoos occasionally to use as body wash. And this one smells really nice. Herbal Essence is a brand that I remember using, you know, when I was a kid, and it just brings back good like vibes and memories. So I went ahead and picked this up. This has an okay smell. It's not like my favorite from their line, but it's not bad at all. All right, the next thing that I went ahead and picked up was the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I picked mine up in the shade C4. I have no idea this is gonna work for me, so let's just hope and pray. But let's see. This is how it looks once it's swatched right over there. Hopefully you guys can see. It seems like it's a good match for me. I mean, I'll only see once I'm able to actually apply it on my face, but I heard that this was a dupe for the I heard that this was a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, so I'm extremely excited for this. The doe foot applicator is kind of the same thing. It has like that thickness to it, and this is supposedly supposed to have full coverage. So we'll see about that. I'll keep you guys posted. All right, then I went ahead and picked up a few things from the new, I think, Life is a Festival collection by Too Faced. I picked up a few other things, but those are going to be in my Sephora haul, so stay tuned for that. But the first thing I picked up was this Angel Tears, and mine is in the shade Angel Tears, basically lip gloss. They have Unicorn Tears, That Tears, This Tears. But I felt like this would suit me, you know, the most. I might go ahead and pick up the other shades, but so far I just have this one. And this is how this swatches. It has a like goldeny pinky shift to it. You can see it's right over there. I think it would be a really great shade to wear on its own or on top of any like lip product. So I'm really excited for this. The next thing that I went ahead and picked up that was part of the collection was the Magic Rainbow Strobing Brush. And the packaging is so cool. It's like holographic-y but unicorny also. I know not everyone is into like the unicorn collections, but I like them. I don't know, I think it's fun. Here's how the brush looks up close. I think it's super pretty with all like the different colors on the bristles. I love it. I love the color of the handle of the brush. It's like this bluish purpley type of color, and then this is really nice and soft, like yum. I want you on my face now. All right, then the final product that I picked up from the collection was the Mystical Effects Setting Spray. So again, this is how the packaging looks. Really cute. I don't want to throw out the box at all, but this is how the spray looks once you take it out of its box. It has a pretty interesting color to it, but once you shake it up, it turns into like this purpley, like bluish color. I thought that was so cool. I didn't know if I wanted to go ahead and pick this up because the Too Faced Peach collection, like the spray in that collection, gives me headaches from here to who knows where. Like it reminds me of like a car service smell. You know, I'm just not into that. So I was kind of hesitant to purchase this, but I'm like, let me just take the chance, and it's so freaking good. I'm so happy I took the chance because it feels so nice on the face and it doesn't have a nauseating scent. So yum, it just smells like candy. You want to just bite this over and over and over again. So I'm not sure if this actually prolongs the wear of your makeup. I haven't tested it out like that. I just sprayed it on my face randomly, but I'm really excited about this. I'll definitely keep you guys posted and let you know if it's good, if it's not, if it's worth the money. So stay tuned for that. You'll definitely be seeing this in my weekly makeup videos. All right, moving on to the next product that I picked up. This is from Becca, and this is the Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. This is how the packaging looks, and this was definitely super pricey, but I mentioned this in one of my weekly makeup wishlist videos. I wanted to see if this is kind of like a bullshit product, because basically what it is an under eye primer. It's supposed to like fill in the lines that you might have under your eyes so that when you apply your foundation, it's more seamless. Anyways, I haven't touched this yet, but I'm curious to see how this feels. It has like a silicone type of feel to it. I have heard that a few people said it's a pretty good product, but I still wanted to test it out for myself and see if it's good and recommend it to you guys if I think it's worth the money. All right, then I went ahead and picked up 3 things from Wet n Wild. So firstly, I picked up this Mega Last Catsuit liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Nudie Patootie. What? Pretty cute actually. I picked this up because I've never tried any of their liquid lipsticks, which is interesting to me because they're so affordable and a lot of their products are pretty good. I feel like the Doe Foot Applicator has like an interesting color to it. But I picked up this shade. They have a whole selection of colors to choose from, but I picked up this specific shade because you guys know about that nude life. But this has more of like a brownness to it, so I feel like it would be great if you're going for like that grungier type of look. So very excited about this. Hopefully it's not drying, and I love the packaging, like it clicks. Love it. The next thing that I went ahead and picked up was this Wet n Wild pressed powder. I got mine in the shade Golden Tan. So the reason why I picked this up in a deeper shade, this is not my like face shade, like not my actual color. So the reason why I picked this up in the deeper shade is because I wanted to possibly bronze with this. I've seen a few people bronze with this actual powder and it looks so nice on their face. The consistency of this powder is super thin. So we'll see, but it has a great feel to it, and that's how it looks once it swatches. It definitely has a warmness to it. Hopefully it's not gonna look too warm on the face, but I have high hopes for this, so yay. And then the final thing that I picked up from Wet n Wild is the new Mega Glow highlighting powder, and this is in the shade Diamond Lily. I love the highlighting Mega Glow highlighting powders. I think that they're great. I have all of these shades. And this was a new one that they recently released, so I picked it up from Ulta immediately because I need to have like the whole collection, you know that type of thing, like you need to have everything. So I'm like, yeah. So this is how the inside looks. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the embossment of their Mega Glow highlighting powders. I will say that this is a very interesting shade. And whoa, it's so pigmented. It's like I don't know, like a grayish blue type of color. I don't know how wearable it's gonna be. It looks kind of silvery too, but that's how it looks right over there. I can always use this as an eyeshadow if it's too like deep for my skin and if it just does not complement my skin tone, but I wanted to go ahead and pick it up because I needed it in my collection, like I mentioned, and I'm sure I'll be able to make it work. Maybe I'll be able to mix this and like a white highlighter, like the Physicians Formula one, and it's gonna create a really nice effect on the face, you know? I'm excited. I'll try that. All right, the next product that I have here is from Benefit, and this is the Foolproof Brow Powder Little Duo. So this is in the shade number 5. They only have shade 3 and 5, and I'm usually shade 4, so I don't know how dark this is gonna be for my brows because I can go super heavy-handed with my brows without realizing. But I was like, let me just go ahead and give this brow product a chance. So it's so cute because you open it up and it looks like a brow, like it's the shape of a brow, which I think is adorable. And there are 2 colors that are included in here. So you basically use this side of the powder to fill in the front part of your brows and then this side for the end of your brows. I saw someone use this in their tutorial and they just filled their brows in so nicely, and I'm just kind of like, damn, I need it in my life. So that's why I went ahead and picked this up. I do have pretty good luck with the Benefit brow products, so I'm assuming this will be nice too. All right, moving on to the next product that I picked up. I went ahead and picked up this little duo from e.l.f. Now, e.l.f. is a brand that, I don't know, it like intrigues me at times, but sometimes I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I'm just not into it. But I do want to go ahead and try a bunch of their products because lately they've been stepping up their game, especially considering that this little duo is so freaking good. You would never think it was $8 from e.l.f. I'm so curious to see like what new products they came out with. So if you guys have any e.l.f. suggestions, let me know down below because I do want to go ahead and do a brand like review and maybe a tutorial if you guys are interested using only e.l.f. products. But this is the little coffee and cream duo made by Heart. I think she's a YouTuber. This is how it looks. The packaging is rose gold and it's reflective. And this is how it looks on the inside. Love it. I know these are kind of like basic shades that we see like 10,000 times on a daily basis, but first of all, for the price tag, amazing. And you know, I feel like it's nice. These are so soft, and I feel like if you can't afford, let's say, a Becca highlighter and you always wanted one, you can use something like this and kind of get a very similar effect. So here's how both of these shades look once they're swatched. You have this one that's a little bit more bronzy and this one that's pretty much your stark white color. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see, but this is swatched separately and this is how it looks once they're swatched, you know, together. You can definitely play around with the colors, like use more of the white if you're more fairer or use more of the bronzy shade if you're deeper in tone. But I love it. It's such a simple little highlighting little duo and it's just convenient, easy to use, and freaking adorable. So I've been really enjoying this. This is one that I've been playing around with actually, and I love it. All right, moving on to the next product that I went ahead and picked up. This is from the brand Flower Beauty. And I don't own a bunch of stuff from the brand Flower Beauty, but I recently heard a bunch of people talk about this and I was like, I need it in my life. So it's a highlighting little palette. I picked up a few highlighters in here. I know, story of all of our lives, right? So this is how it looks once you open it up. So pretty. You get like a champagne highlighter right here. You get a pinky highlighter and a gold one as well. I haven't touched this yet. You get a teeny brush in here too, but let's see how these swatch. Yum. They're so pretty. Whoa. Please marry me. Here's how the 3 highlighters look. I love them. These are the kind of highlighters I feel like would really like pair well together. So you can totally do that with this little trio as well. But that's how they look. Goodness, so pretty, so reflective, so shiny. Cannot wait to throw this on my face. I haven't used this yet, but damn, I'm so excited. All right, moving on to the next thing. I went ahead and picked up this MAC and PAC Trick Star lipstick. This is in the shade, one second, She Better Work. Yeah. Personally, I don't watch Patrick Star. Nothing against him. I just don't, yeah, I just don't watch his channel. But this was a lipstick that he recently released with MAC, and I really, really loved the shade. So I wanted to go ahead and pick it up. That's how it looks. You guys know this is my religion of life, forever and ever. So I could not miss out on this one. I really enjoy the MAC lipsticks, especially this finish. This is a matte lipstick, but it totally doesn't feel like that. It has more of like a satin ness to it, you know, and it feels really creamy on the lips. So that's how it looks once it's swatched. I love it. So pretty, you guys. So very, very pigmented. Cannot wait to rock this on my lips because it's such a stunning shade. The next thing that I went ahead and picked up was from Revlon, and this is from their new line that they came out with. This is the Boldly line, Live Boldly line, and I think they had about 8 shades to choose from, but I chose one. This is in a beautiful hot pink color, but I have to show you guys the packaging up close because it's so pretty. So this is how the packaging looks up close. I love it. Cannot wait to display this once my brother actually builds me some shelves to put my makeup on, but this is so pretty. I also really like the packaging because there's a little window over here so you could see what color it is, but it's basically a hot ass pink color. And this is how it looks once it's swatched. I typically don't go for such pinks. This is a little bit too loud for me, but I feel like, you know, occasionally here and there when I want to spice things up, this would be really nice to throw on. And it seems like it swatches super pretty and very, very smoothly as well. So 2 new lip products, very excited for those. All right, so then I went ahead and picked up 2 products from Almay. So I wanted to do like a separate in-depth like first impression or review video on these because I found these to be so interesting. Let me know if you guys are still interested in watching that. I haven't really played around with it much, so I'd have to play around with it and then come on here unless you want to see a first impression. I could probably make that video in the next few days, but they came out with these highlight, make them jelly, highlight little jelly, like jiggly stuff. So there are 2 shades. This one right here is in the shade Mermaid Magic, and this has a bunch of like micro glitter, but oh my god, this is like a jiggle, like jiggle land. Ooh. Yeah, one second, look at this. It's so funny. Okay, okay, fine. So here's how that one swatches. It has a very like wet feel to it, but that's how it looks. It has like a nice sheen to it. I don't know how this applies on the face because I haven't applied it on my face yet, but I feel like it's just gonna be so wet because it has that kind of like feel and it's not crazy pigmented. So I don't know, we'll see about that. The next shade I picked up was this one, and this one is in the shade Unicorn Light. Same kind of concept, but this one has like a pinkiness to it. Also, oh, it just like broke, but also like a jiggle situation going on here. So funny. Oh my god, it reminds me of like Silly Putty or like something I used to like have when I was younger, but that's how that one looks. You guys can see this one has a little bit of a blueness to it. This one has a little bit of a pinkiness to it. So interesting, something that I'm definitely not used to, but I mean, it's always fun to play around with new things, right? So let me know if you guys want to see a video, in-depth, tutorial, something using these products, or if you're not interested at all, then let me know. Yo, I'm totally like not interested in that. Next thing that I have here is one that was actually sent to me by Octolay. So I wanted to include this in here because it is available on Ulta's site, and I know it's a new product that came out, so if you guys are interested, I'll share with you guys swatches. But this is the new Sleek highlighting palette in the like style of Distorted Dreams. This is how it looks once you open it up. It has a selection of creams and powders in here. Now, the reason why I wanted to share this with you guys is because I recently purchased the Becca Ocean Jewels highlighting palette, and I don't know, when I received this from Ockley, I'm like, this reminds me of something that I recently just purchased, and I was looking through myself and I'm like, oh my god, the Becca highlighting palette. So this is the Becca one, and this is the sleek one. This one is 15 bucks and this one is I think 46. As you guys can see, they're not identical dupes, but they definitely have like similarities. I do want to compare both of these, like this versus this type of video. So let me know if you guys are interested in that instead of just reviewing this on its own, because I feel like if you can get one that's kind of similar at a more affordable price tag, like why the hell not? So anyways, this is how this little guy looks. I love sleek highlighters. One of my favorite highlighters, drugstore highlighters of all time, is from one of their palettes that they released, I think like a few years ago in the summer, and I love them, that one. So when they sent this over, when Ockley sent this over, I was so excited because I'm like, yo, I have such high hopes for this. So that's how they look down there. There are 3 creams and 2 powders. I haven't tried this on my face yet, but just from swatching them, they seem very nice, creamy, consistent, and really beautiful colors to work with. And it's like bam, but not beyond bam in your face. Like, I feel like these kind of shades are shades that people don't typically wear on a daily basis. But just because this palette is a bit more, I would say, subtle in tone, it would be like an everyday type of palette, you know, but I definitely have to play around with it a little bit more to really see what it's about. So very excited about this. Let me know if you want to see that video between this and the Becca one. So keep me posted. That this time you guys have to keep me posted. Okay, so then moving on to the next few things I picked up. I went ahead and picked up a few Morphe brushes. I know brushes could be a bit boring to show like in hauls. I don't know, I'm just not interested in them honestly. So I'm gonna run through this super quickly. I picked up 2 of the M514 brushes, just typical basic blending brushes that I could use, you know, anytime. Really great brushes to actually have. I like those. I picked up one of the M441 brushes. This is one that I already have in my collection, but I enjoyed a lot, so I went ahead and picked up another one. I picked up this M508 brush, and this is like a small shader brush. I like to use these kind of brushes to apply color on my lower lash line. And the final Morphe brush I picked up was the M124. This is one that I don't have in my collection, but I figured it would be a good one to apply shadow on the lids, like spray it with Fix Plus and really pack the shade on there, because I don't have a lot of like shader brushes, you know what I'm saying? So I am very excited for these. I do enjoy the Morphe brushes, so I do purchase them time and time again. All right, moving on to the next few things that I have here to share with you guys. These are from the Liora.y holographic line. So I spoke about these in my makeup wish list video, I would say about a month back, and I'm so excited to have these now because whoa, so pretty. So I have the 3 eyeshadows to share with you guys, and then the glosses as well. So I mentioned this in a bunch of my videos, but you guys probably already know that I absolutely love to use eyeshadows as highlighters. Like, it's my mission. I love it. It's just so enjoyable for me. It's like a drug or something. Like, I get so happy, like type, you know? So there are only 3 shades to choose from in the line, and this is how they look. You guys can see there's one that's a little bit more purpley in tone, one that's like yellowy gold, and then one that's kind of like champagne-y. So let me give you guys swatches now. So I won't say that these have the most like butt-like feel to them, but they do feel really, really nice, and they swatch really beautifully too. So look at that. That's so pretty. Like, it's bam, but not too much in your face, and it'll add such a nice effect on the like cheeks. And that's the purple one. Then we have this one, which is like the yellow gold one. So freaking pretty. Very multifunctional products. I'm totally gonna use this for my face, and I'm definitely gonna use it for the eyes as well, but mainly for my face because I love them. All right, then the next 3 products that I have to share with you guys is from the same like holographic-y line, and this is the Galaxy holographic lip glosses. There are 3 shades that correspond with the 3 eyeshadows. And I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys swatches. So they basically have like a shift to it. Like this one, for example, has like a purple shift. The other one has more of like a yellowy shift, and the other one has more of like a whitish shift to it. But it's not crazy noticeable once it's on the lips. It has more of like a clearer feel to it, but there is a little bit of something there. So yum, I love that one. 02 Opal Light is probably my favorite one. But this is how they look. You guys can see when I move my hand, the light like catches the colors. So pretty. Whoa, I love them. All right, so I have 2 more products to share with you guys. The next product that I picked up was the Lime Crime Venice Extra Large Eyeshadow Palette. and this is how it looks. I totally am not about the packaging, like I don't like this, but I'm looking past that and looking what's on the inside. So I mentioned this in one of my weekly makeup wish list videos. I wanted to pick it up, and so I did. A bunch of you guys mentioned that you picked it up for yourself and you absolutely love it. So I'm so excited to have it in my possession. So this is how the palette looks up close if you guys were interested. Really, really nice. This is how they look once they're swatched. This was basically with one swipe swatches each, so you guys can see like crazy ass pigmented and really nice and very soft. I don't know if each specific shadow is made equally per se in regards to texture, but I definitely have to play around with this like on the eyes to see how they actually perform. But just from like initially swatching them, really, really impressed. Especially the mattes are like hardcore, let me tell you. The last product that I wanted to share with you guys was this Makeup Revolution Soph X Highlighting Palette. So this was one that recently released, and it totally reminded me of one of these sleek palettes that I'm about 1,000,000%. And so I wanted to see how this compares to that one. I wanted to see how like buttery smooth ass soft this was, because it looks so butt-like, you know. So this is how the palette looks. The packaging is nothing major or special, but I do like the fact that this goes all the way back. And then here is how the palette looks on the inside. I believe that there are two finishes in here. I think that there's a baked finish and a regular powder finish. Let's see if I could do this with my left hand. Just from like initially swatching them, they feel very, very nice. Whoa. Whoa, so pretty. Let's swatch and see. They're so good. They definitely have a very soft touch to them, and once it's like on the arm, it just looks really clean. No chalkiness, no flakiness, no kick up, no like chunkiness, nothing. I love it. Just from swatching it initially, you guys need this in your life. And I think it would be a really great palette, like I mentioned, to mix and match these in case you want to create your customized shade. You can totally do that with this. So far from first impressions, hell freaking yeah. This is gonna be in my next week like shop my stash video, because I'm dying to try this. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this Ulta haul. Definitely let me know if there were any exciting products you guys picked up from Ulta recently, and also let me know if there were any exciting products in this video that you were like, oh my god, I need to get my hands on that ASAP. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed it once again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.